Welcome to the 8th episode of our series Mysteries of History. In this episode, we'll be diving into the legend of the Oak Island treasure. For centuries, treasure hunters have searched for the mysterious treasure said to be buried on Oak Island, a small island off the coast of Nova Scotia, Canada. But despite numerous attempts, the treasure has never been found. Let's take a look at the history and theories behind this enduring mystery. Part 1: History of Oak Island. Oak Island has been known as a potential treasure trove since the late 1700s, when a teenager named Daniel McGinnis discovered a strange depression in the ground. He dug into the depression and found a layer of flagstones. Intrigued, he brought in two friends to help him dig further, and they eventually found a layer of logs at about 30 feet down. They believed that the logs were hiding a treasure, and so began the hunt for the Oak Island treasure. Over the next few years, many other people joined the hunt for the treasure. They dug deeper and deeper, but all they found were more layers of logs and other obstructions, like loose gravel and clay. The pit eventually became known as the Money Pit, and the hunt for the treasure became more and more elaborate, with treasure hunters bringing in expensive equipment and expert engineers. One of the most famous early treasure hunters was a man named Frederick Blair. He invested a lot of money and resources into the hunt, and eventually dug down to a depth of 90 feet. But all he found were more layers of obstructions, and the treasure still eluded him. Part 2: Theories and Attempts. Over the centuries, many people have attempted to uncover the Oak Island treasure. Some have theorized that the treasure is pirate loot, while others believe it could be the lost treasure of the Knights Templar. Still others think that it could be something entirely different, such as the treasure of a lost civilization. Despite many failed attempts to find the treasure, many expeditions have made significant discoveries, including the famous Money Pit, a series of underground tunnels and booby traps, and a mysterious inscription that reads 40 feet below, 2 million pounds are buried. In the late 1800s, another treasure hunter named William Chappell discovered an underground chamber filled with artifacts, including a flat stone inscribed with mysterious symbols. This only added to the mystery surrounding the Oak Island treasure. In the early 20th century, a group of treasure hunters known as the Oak Island Treasure Company dug even deeper into the Money Pit, eventually reaching a depth of 140 feet. But again, they found only more obstructions and no treasure. In the 1960s, a new treasure hunting group known as the Trident Alliance took up the hunt. They used advanced technology, like sonar and drilling equipment, in an attempt to locate the treasure. But despite their efforts, the treasure remained elusive. Part 3: The Curse of Oak Island. But as the treasure hunters dug deeper, they began to encounter more and more obstacles. Flood tunnels were discovered, designed to flood the pit with seawater and make it impossible to excavate. Many people have died while searching for the treasure. Some have even begun to speak of a curse on Oak Island that claimed the lives of several treasure hunters. Many believe that the treasure is guarded by the curse of Oak Island and no one will be able to find it. Part 4: Conclusion. The Oak Island treasure remains one of history's greatest unsolved mysteries. Despite the many attempts to uncover it, the treasure has never been found. But the hunt for the Oak Island treasure continues, and many treasure hunters are still determined to find the treasure, despite the obstacles and the curse. Today, a group called the Oak Island Tourism Society continues the search using more advanced technology and methods, excavating more and more of the island in search of the treasure. Some experts believe that the treasure may not even exist, that the Oak Island's so-called Money Pit is just a naturally occurring sinkhole. But the mystery and intrigue surrounding Oak Island continues to draw treasure hunters from around the world. The story of Oak Island is a reminder that sometimes the search for treasure is just as exciting and rewarding as the treasure itself. Thanks for watching, and join us next time for another episode of Mysteries of History.